Hey guys, social media will be in the description along with my beauty commentary movie channel. That was in the wrong order. Beauty movie commentary channel. That was the correct order. Subscribe to that bell, like, comment for engagement. A lot of you guys are not subscribed. I see the analytics. Don't lie to me. You're not subscribed. Subscribe. Scroll down. Hit that bell. Anyway, let's just get into it. So today's video is actually sponsored by Adam and Eve, who have been sponsoring my videos for a while now. They've been great and you guys have been loving them. I've been loving them. Let's show them some more love. So you can go on adamandeve.com and use code Angelika for 50% off one item of free shipping to the US and Canada. Some exclusions apply. A bit about Adam and Eve if you guys didn't know. 20% of all profits go towards fighting HIV around the world. They have 24/7 customer service, discreet packaging, 90-day no hassle returns, and they've been in business for over 50 years. So like I said, if you guys want 50% off one item of free shipping to the US and Canada, some exclusions apply. Go on adamandeve.com and use code Angelika at checkout. Now, thank you to Adam and Eve for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into it. Shane Dawson. We've been debating if this man is coming back to the internet. At this point, I'm just like, it's almost like a conspiracy theory. Like, is he coming back? Is he not coming back? What's going to happen? I don't know. Anyway, he did a recent podcast episode on Ryland's podcast with, The Sip with Lizzie, and it was basically just like a big interview process thingy-majig, which is probably the most we've gotten from Shane in the last year, since he got cancelled. So this is actually quite big. He said a few things, but also said nothing at the same time. It was quite frustrating actually watching it. But anyway, the comments are very positive. Let me just start out with that. I feel like the audience on that was very much just like their loyal fans rather than like a wider, more angry audience. So let me just get you guys the current stats. Got my iPad up with me right now. Okay, so we're on 220,000 views, which in the grand scheme of things is, yes, a lot, but also if we're talking Shane Dawson numbers, those are obviously not Shane Dawson numbers. I get this is not his channel, but you'd think it would get more attention, but it almost didn't. It was like slipped under the radar. Most people just didn't watch this podcast episode. I don't know. It's on 220,000 views. It's got 17,000 likes and 900 dislikes, which is like a very good like to dislike ratio. You'd think it would have a worse like to dislike ratio, which once again just makes me think that people have just forgotten everything that came out about him. Like, there was like this big outrage, big flood of just like, oh my god, this is the worst man on the planet Earth. And now people are like, oh, maybe we do want him to come back. Let me know. Because I feel like whenever I mention Shane Dawson, I'm like, oh, people are starting to get over their anger towards him. And then my comments are like, no, we still hate him. So I really don't, maybe this is just like the wrong side of the internet. Maybe there's just like there's like a divide. And they're seeing their side, we're seeing our side. I don't know. Anyway, the top comments are, great podcast. It's nice to hear an honest conversation. It's nice that you didn't cut out the dark stuff because that's real life and a lot of people can relate to that. So glad you didn't cut the dark stuff. Every episode I think about how relatable Lizzie is. This is the Shane that we have lost in the social media realm. This is the Shane that we have all loved since the beginning. Looking forward to anything he creates in the future. Damn, didn't expect them to be so open. Real people with real problems. I genuinely miss Shane so much and love his small appearances here and there. So to see him on the podcast finally gives me so much hope that anything we're going through can and will pass. Clearly very positive. Clearly very positive. I'm confused, actually. I am confusion. Do I think I have a say in him being banned off the internet forever? No. But also I thought the general consensus was like, bad, we don't want him on here. And now everyone's like, oh my god, we missed you. Oh, something really badly clicked my neck. That wasn't fun. Anyway, so I'm just very confused, but let me just summarize the podcast for you. It's an hour and 3 minutes. It's not the longest podcast, but he said a few things. So he feels like he's ruined everyone's lives. So they start talking about obviously his kind of like mental illnesses or anything that he's going through that he's been diagnosed with, that he's getting therapy for or treatment for. And he kind of mentions a few things along the way that I don't really feel the need to bring up here, but it kind of all links to the drama, if that makes sense. Like there's definitely some things that have been almost brought on by the drama, and then there's some things that he's kind of had for a while, but see, not something I'm going to be debating on here or discussing here, because that's not drama, that's health. But he has obviously after that said that he feels like he's ruined everyone's lives, and that he kind of felt like a really, he felt very dark feelings about that he kind of ruined Ryland's career, and that he ruined everyone around him, and that everyone's kind of like financially dependent on him. And he ruined that for everyone, or that like people's content relied on him, and then when he was gone, obviously their content was gone, and that he's just really proud of Ryland for having like the podcast without him involved in it, and that it's like doing well, which yeah, I love the positivity. I just feel like we're all forgetting just the amount of crap that came out about Shane. Like, from him pretending to... I'm just trying to figure out how to say this for YouTube to not delete my existence. Him pretending to do something over a picture of an 11-year-old Willow Smith, to which Will and Jada both spoke out and said, what the fuck? To him having weird group chat forums with underage people, asking them to post really weird pictures of themselves on there. Allegedly asking minors to twerk for him on video chat. Calling a baby sexy. Just to name a few. I feel like we're forgetting some of the stuff that was being said and done. Anyway, do I think he should have mental health issues over that? No. Do I think he should be feeling dark thoughts over that? No. Because I don't wish those things on people, because I'm a nice person. I'm joking, that was because I'm not evil. But do I think we should be welcoming him back on the internet full of minors with open arms? It's the same things that I'm feeling about James Charles, right? It's like, do I wish death upon him? No. But do I think he needs to have a career surrounded by minors? No. Not particularly, no. So I'm just a little, you know, confused is what I am. Confused. Just bamboozled, confused, feeling all kinds of different feelings that I shouldn't be feeling. Anyway, he's waiting for his inspiration to post on YouTube. He said this. He's like, people are asking me when I'm going to post, debating on this, you know, discussing this. It's because he keeps on posting on Instagram being like, oh my god, like, I'm getting back into editing, like, I really want to post again, like, I'm going to post soon, and then he just never posts. So, of course, debating on it, it's like, this is going to be a monumental moment on YouTube when he comes back. Monumental in not the best ways, like, I'm saying monumental in like it's like a big thing, but it's like, is that a good thing? No, it's just like a big thing. And I feel like it's going to get a huge amount of views if he actually posts. Like, that would be probably one of the biggest videos on YouTube, or at least of the year that he's going to post in. And then I feel like, so after that, it will start dwindling. But is that a good thing? I don't know. He says he wants to make horror movies, that he's got 3 written and he's hoping to start working on the first one, and that YouTube right now is taking a bit of a back burner position to making movies, because making movies is like the thing that he's wanted to do for a long time. And he has made a few movies which haven't had the best reviews, or haven't had the best, you know, outcome, but he's apparently, you know, into that. He wants to do that. He wants to make movies, and they almost hinted at they kind of insinuated that YouTube wasn't as important to him anymore. I think Lizzie or Ryland basically said he has almost outgrown YouTube, or that it's like if he went back to YouTube, he'd be taking a step back. And they were kind of like shading his YouTube career. They were just basically being like, you have to kind of go forward now, that you can't go back to YouTube. And I just feel like he has cancelled himself. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys, before I get into, like, you know, all the other stuff. He has definitely just, like, cancelled himself. There are people like Logan Paul, you know, filming people in forests. He basically just apologized, posted a documentary, donated some money, and then just went back to posting videos. And since then, he has had a blossoming career. I feel like he's bigger now than he was at that time when he got cancelled. There's people like Jeffree Star, who just keeps on selling stuff, keeps on doing stuff, keeps on, you know, just being on the internet. Who else is there? There's James Charles, who obviously has been called out time and time and time again for very valid reasons, and then just continues to post and continues to be a presence on the internet and continues to just make money. He's just like, yeah, his views are lower than they were, but is he still a multi-millionaire making millions of dollars a year? Absolutely. So clearly there's someone shouting outside, and it's quite literally 9 p.m. I feel like I'm getting old because this is bothering me. It's 9 p.m. Go home. Just go home. Okay, good. I feel like you're not truly cancelled until you cancel yourself. And Shane Dawson stopped posting, basically posted his apology video right before all the other extra stuff came out about him. That apology video then became basically redundant within 2 minutes of posting it. And then he just never posted again on YouTube. He posted on other places, but it's not YouTube, it's not the same thing. And I think he's definitely cancelled himself. Like, do I still think he would have a huge career if he came back to the internet? Yeah, but I'm having very mixed reactions towards his career on YouTube right now, because it's like, he did cancel himself, he just stopped posting. Do I want him back on the internet? No, like I said, but I think he definitely cancelled himself, because if people like Jeffree Star, who have had literally criminal allegations made against him, can continue to post and continue to have fans, then Shane Dawson definitely can also have fans and continue to post, but he just didn't. He stopped posting, and I feel like now going back to YouTube would be very weird. So I kind of see that side of things. It's like, it'd be very strange to just come back to the internet now. Do I think he can work in mainstream media? I mean, I don't know, actually. I have no idea, because I feel like mainstream media already could not care less about YouTubers and already looks down on social media. And the Shane Dawson saga situation was literally mainstream media news. Like, he has never had more coverage than during this situation. And I feel like, you know, newspapers wrote about him. Like, there was actual articles written about him. News spoke about him. And I feel like if this is the legacy that you've made for yourself on mainstream media, I just don't know how many sponsors you're going to get for your movies. I don't know how many brands will actually want to work with you. How many sponsors you're going to get. Like, how are you going to fund this movie career that you want to have without the funding and the, like, you know, backing from mainstream media? Unless it's going to be released on YouTube, then I guess. But I think his channel was demonetized as far as, you know, last year when everything happened. Not last year, it was literally like the year before that. COVID has made me just realize, COVID has ruined my idea of time and space. You guys know what I'm talking about. When Shane Dawson got cancelled, his monetization got taken off, and I don't know if it was put back on, because we can't see that, and he hasn't mentioned it, because he hasn't posted videos, so I don't know if his monetization is back on. But I also don't feel like he would have many sponsors. Like, realistically, would Honey or whoever was sponsoring his videos at the time be like, oh yeah, we definitely want to attach our name to you again? So I'm confused and just thinking. Anyway, that will be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give a thumbs up, comment down below, anything, comment down below. Use code Angelika at checkout when you go on adamandeve.com. You get 50% off one item, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.